All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back and welcome to the channel. So what we got going on today is actually, you can't tell what that is. It's a backup camera that's mounted into a tailgate handle. So I was actually sent this to give a review and installation on it. So don't worry, I'm going to make sure it's honest. I'm going to make sure I really tell you my true opinion on it. But as you can see, there's a camera, and these do fit the 04 to 08s. And now, one thing a lot of people may not really like, or really may scare people away from getting this type of backup camera, is just the installation process, being that it is a little bit more technical than just a license plate mounted one. But don't worry, guys, we're here to walk you through it today. So as you can see, this is a tray on the back of the tailgate. Mine's a little scratched up, but don't worry about it, guys. You have these star bits right here, or star head bolts. So we're just going to zip those out real quick. There we go. You can use screwdriver, star bit, whatever you want to use. We just have a little driver, zip them out. All right, we're going to go ahead and zip the rest of them out. We'll get back to you when we get this plate off. All right, guys, this is what it looks like when the plate's off, or the big deal. But as you can see, this is your linkage for your tailgate handle. So as you can see, how the tailgate actually works is these plastic rods right here. When you turn or pull the handle, it actually pulls your linkage plate like that. So it just makes this linkage plate twist. And so you do not have to do anything with the linkage. You just have to take out this bolt, or this nut, and you have to gently pull your tailgate handle out, and that's all it should be. All I have to do, and it'll drop right out. So give us just a second. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got this one out. Not a big deal. Just those two nuts, pull them right off, 10 millimeter, pull them out, and you may have to move your linkage just a little bit to allow room for this whole rod right here to just kind of pull out. So basically the action is going to be pull the tailgate handle down and kind of twist out like that, pull it out. Not really a big deal. And we're going to turn it over here, and you can see there's a core right there for your key to be able to lock your tailgate. Give me just a second. We're going to show you how to transfer that over to the new tailgate handle. All right, guys. So we're going to show you how to do this real quick, not real hard. So there's this little safety ring right here. Just going to pop it out like that, and the core should just pull right out. There you go. Look at that. That's just how you get. And then, so this tailgate handle actually comes with a new safety key. So all you'd have to do, and it also comes with the appropriate notches to match up with the key core itself. So you just pull that ring out, drop the core in there, and it wouldn't be no big deal. I'll actually show you right here. There you go, key out. Put the new safety key in. There we go. As you can see, it is tight, no rattling of the core, everything like that. We're gonna push on it from the outside, no give, anything like that. So give us just a second. We're actually gonna look and just see how we wanna run the wires to the tailgate, and when we get that figured out, I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, so as you can see, this little black wire right here is the wire that we have ran. We have ran ours all the way down to the end and out. It actually comes out this hole in the tailgate. So far we haven't noticed any issues with it, but we're gonna hook it up and make sure that nothing crushes it, like opening and closing the tailgate. But we shouldn't have any problems with that. I do want to show you guys, this is how much wire actually comes with it. And so we walk from here. I do have it ran all the way up to the front of the truck, and it's coiled up, so it's not even pulled out flat. So it definitely looks like there's more than enough wire. But give us just a second. We're going to show you guys how we actually run it and hook it up. And so my application is going to be a little bit different than most, but a lot of times you can just pull out this tail light or the other tail light and run it to your reverse lights. As long as you're getting 12 volts on reverse, you're good. So let me just run through how this hooks up real quick. So this is going to be the connector. I actually like this connector a lot. So it's a pin connector. You just plug it in. And then this power wire, this right here, is going to be run to reverse. So 12 volts on reverse. And this ground is just going to be just regular ground. It's grounded to the chassis. You'll be good. And if we walk up to the front up here, you're actually going to have your RCA, your video RCA, and aftermarket head unit, or just a regular head unit, I guess, if they have the RCAs. You can take, this is going to be hooked into a reverse wire on that specific head unit. And of course, it's going to be plugged into your video in port on the head unit, and that's what's going to give you your picture. So give us just a second, we'll get it wired up for you. All right, guys, so we did get it wired up. So this wire actually under here is, we just got it spun around some wires that are soldered together. We took the tape off and we wrapped the wires around, and that's just for test purposes only. However, these wires do come off this tail light to these pods, and I used it on the wire that's on these pods. So basically, you have to look it up, look on some forums. You can definitely find out pretty easy which wires are positive and negative. off of this. You definitely want to use your reverse light, of course. It's only 2. I think it's a green and black wire. I'm not sure which one is positive or negative, but you can use a meter, test them. Definitely make sure you test them because it's different on some vehicles, so you just want to make sure 100% with a meter, test, and make sure you know which one's positive and ground. Otherwise, you'll run into a lot of problems and your camera won't work right. So that's the pretty simple part in the back. You hook up your connector. Give me just a second. So there's our connector right here. This comes out of the tailgate and connects to the handle. And so this connector has 12 volts on it all the time. So anytime the key is on, or I'm sorry, it has 12 volts on it when the reverse is on. So walking around to the front, and as you can see how I actually ran it over the top of the frame right here, along with the factory harness or the factory wire right there. I haven't got everything tidied up yet, but so all right guys, as you can see, I've got my footboard up still. I've still got the excess wire on the floor. They do give you plenty enough wire, so coming all the way from the back of the truck. This is a 4-door short bed, so long bed. Hopefully you'd have enough. You may want to double check with the manufacturer on that, but 4-door short bed, Super Crew, definitely had enough wire. This is all my spare wire. So I'm gonna hop in real quick. Give me just a second. So I just went ahead and took all my pins out of my fascia. So as you can see, this is it sitting right there. Just unplugged everything, just make it easier. Plus, I have the custom paint job on the dash. You don't want to scratch anything by moving that around. Plus, you won't want to scratch your dash anyway. So give me just a second. And we're going to get some static here just because. All right, guys, so I got the radio out one-handed. Kind of hard to do. I did use some butt splices, so people may hate on me for that, but hey, guys, it works. So this is the audio or the camera, or I'm sorry, the video wire that comes in. It also has a 12-volt supply off of that. And that 12-volt supply, you should have a wire coming out of your harness on your radio. And what that it doesn't actually supply power to the camera. What it does is it switches the input on your head unit. So this is what tells the head unit to swap to camera feed so you can see your camera. So if you have your camera for sure wired up to power and you're not getting any video, definitely make sure to check your connection on that. I actually had a little bit of issue when I was putting it together. I used one of those clips that you kind of just put 2 wires together and you squeeze down the metal on top of. And we actually had an issue with the connection. So I ended up stripping the wires and just put a butt splice on it. No more issues, no more problems. But if you give me just a second, when we get this back in, take me just a second. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, like I said, everything's hard to do one-handed. But we're gonna set that back in. Hope it don't fall. I'll tell you, I've got my parking brake on, and there we go. We got the camera, and it is kind of blurry right now, just because I still have the protective cover on it. But I'm definitely gonna get everything tidied up, and then I'll show you what it looks like backing up and moving around. So, give me just a second, guys, and we'll jump right to that, guys. So I do just want to run real quick while I'm putting this fascia back in. I want to show y'all how to do this. So just pop your ashtray open and you just gently pull from the bottom and you gently work your way up. And you may want to get, if you have a normal dash that's not painted, you may want to get some the upholstery tools, or like they sell at Harbor Freight or something like that, and just kind of run it up here, because it is real common for these clips to break on the back of these. I actually think one of mine is broke on this side. Previous owner, I hadn't do it. It was already broke when I pulled it off. I could feel it when I was prying on it. But anyway, not a big deal. Definitely want to make sure you do that. And one big thing is, when you're putting it back on, do not forget to do your airbag light. You'll have an airbag light on the dash if you forget that. So if you take everything apart, put it all back together, and you got an airbag light, just pull your fascia back off, slap your connector back in up top, right behind this black plate for the airbag, and you should be good to go. But give me just a second, I'll snap this one back in for you so you can see how it actually works. There you go. Just push it in. Make sure all your corners are seated. Close your glove box or ashtray, and there you go, guys, we got it. So give me just a second, I'll clean up a little bit more, and I'll be back with y'all and just show you how the camera looks and everything like that. All right, guys, look at this. We've got her finished up, and this is what it looks like from the inside. Everything's buttoned up. See that? Walk around the back. No loose wires hanging out, nothing like that. I'm gonna walk around here and we'll show you guys. So as you can see, it doesn't match my paint, and I am going to get this handle paint matched. So for anybody wondering about that, this is about to be a paint matched handle. I just put it in just to show y'all how it was going to go in. I'm going to pull it out, drop it off at the shop, probably put my old handle back in, slap it in, and then going to get it paint matched, make sure to tape off the camera real good, and we're going to put it back in. But however, I just want to show y'all it is functional. Works great, no issues there. Feel like, yeah, we got the plate on the back, all the linkages are good. We never touched the linkages, so everything should be fine with that. And then we're gonna get in. Give me just a second. Get the keys in my pocket. And give me just a second, guys. All right, we got the keys back in. We got this starting up. So, and that's the camera. And it's gonna be hard to see, but it is pretty clear. It's a pretty good picture. Definitely, it gives you the lines, of course, showing how close you are and all that. Everything's good on that. I'll definitely be back with a night shot soon. So, give me just a second. We'll cut. So, like you can tell right here, we got the camera wired up, and the little light in the center is my reverse pods. And we're just backing up, no issues. Everything is great. It does flash when I press my brakes. That may just be the way I have it wired up. But other than that, it's great. It cuts off when you put it in drive and switches back over. So I'll make sure to get y'all a shot of it in complete darkness, and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys. So let's see what it looks like in complete darkness. As you can tell, headlights are on. So there you go, complete darkness outside. Gonna put it in reverse. And there we go, guys. So this is what you can see. Now granted, it's a little bit darker on camera than what it actually is like on my screen, but with my reverse pods and reverse lights, I can see pretty good backing up. So as you can see, I'm actually backing up a driveway right here. And there we go. You can see the gravel and everything up the driveway. Sorry guys, just checking my mirrors, make sure I am good. But I can see pretty good throughout the camera. I can see right behind me, see what I need to see. So that's what it looks like in complete darkness. I really like the camera. My only complaint is that I wish that the gauges of wire for the power supply were a little bit bigger. I think they're about a 22 gauge wire, and to me that's just a little small. I did have some issues with them breaking when I was trying to strip them, but other than that, so far the camera seems great. It does great. It's worked every time I've switched it on, which granted this is the only first day having it, but if I have any issues, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I think we're going to end the video out here, and I hope y'all enjoy.